test was over. Pluto retrograde is still in effect. As you can see, like I said, we're still in Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. So the energy is still shifting confirmation. And those energies, people, places, and things must be released. Moving on. So the first card we have is uninterested. So someone could be uninterested in something, uninterested in an offer, in someone, or just in general. Next, we have impersonator. So someone could be unimpressed by an impersonator, or a copycat, or a destiny swapper, or a skinwalker, or infiltrator. Why? Because they wish to be you, act like, dress like, look like, copies you. And then they're gonna come in with this, fake smile or fake sob story. You don't have to be a sob story. It could just be fake smile so they can get close or near, so they can become you, dress like, act like, look like, whatever. And you could be very uninterested or unimpressed or unfazed or unbothered by this impersonator, whoever this is, a man or woman. Let's see what this is. Yeah, this is someone that wants to cyberbully you, or they tried you in the past, or they could have done this in the past, but it's not working because you are already uninterested in the offer, or you didn't accept their offer, or you didn't accept their, invitation. Moving on. Yeah, this is someone that wants to fake flex. They like to fake flex, and this is someone that likes to keep up with the Joneses. Or this is someone that's very materialistic. But yet they want to become you, look like, dress just like you, whatever. But like I said, if they're copying you, they must be copying the unrealistic, unrealistic version of you. I would say the unmaterialistic version of you, because the materials don't mean nothing. It's just materials. It can be replaced the next day. But this individual, they're more like, you know, this is the type of energy that rather keep up with the Joneses. Why? So they can show off to those who have less than them. Not even that. More like just to impress those who think that they are impressed by what they have bought, or got, or this is way deeper than that. This is someone that wants to live in your skin. And this could be like an evil twin, man or woman. You'd be surprised. There are some male copycats too. I didn't see it. And I'm not even surprised. Those masculine, those, male copycats, yeah. You'd be surprised who is always like the fake flex, so those type. These are the same individual that wants to get close to you. They want you to be nice to them, or better yet, not even nice. They're just gonna come around, give you a fake smile, pretend like they're interested in you, or they like you, or they wanna fuck with you, or they wanna, hang with you. When in reality, they just, rather show up and become you. I mean, like I said, they can't become you when you already finished the work, because clearly they have to catch up to where you are. When you already, have experienced it with the, experiencing now. Like I said, this is the type of energy that is not used to having anything. You know, when people are not used to, when some, let me say some, when some people are not used to having anything, it's like, they get very clingy to it, And it's like when you experience that shit, it doesn't phase you, Like I said, I've been, from my perspective, my honest perspective, like I said, I'm not materialistic because, well, I'm not impressed by materials or anything that's, because I have traveled and did all of that since I was 5 years old. So I'm not impressed by none of that shit. I'm not impressed by cars, jewelry, you know, dumb shit like that because I've seen better. I lived in better. I already experienced it as a child, so now as I'm more wiser, I'm not even impressed by it, literally, because I already lived it. See, I come from a generation of, well, and honestly, to be honest with you, and that's probably the reason why, you know, I haven't, grew up in a black school, honestly, because I was surrounded by a lot of whites. Not being racist, that's just an honest perspective. Like, I grew up with a lot of, white kids, so I'm already used to that life. Moving on. Not being racist, I'm just saying. I have experienced that. They have taught me everything I needed to know as a child. Moving on. Sad to say, but they were better than the black teachers, honestly, from my perspective, when I was growing up. Like, that's just my perspective. Moving on. So these are comic, individual comic friends that are not to be trusted. You know who these individuals are. You know why they're coming near you, and you know. So you don't have to fake it. You don't have to pretend it. These individuals are not slick. If you're gonna fake something, if you're gonna fake flex, be honest about it. At least, yeah. You can't really trust them. They have secret, animosity or tension towards you. They say keep your friends close and your enemies closer. No. Keep your enemies close and your friends closer. Then you will see who's the real enemy. Moving on. Ain't that some shit? I want to pick one more. I want to see what this is. Yeah, this is someone that is watching you hustle. And this is why they like to fake flex. So they can beat you at your own hustle. And it's bigger than, them trying to fake flex. Like I said, some people they don't get the bigger picture, when they're so materialistic. That's all they think about. So, they just don't get it. Or someone could have a garden. Someone could be a gardener. Something about planting trees or planting seeds. Yeah. Moving on, these comics, they're not to be trusted. Not even comics, these friends, these so-called friends. Moving on. Someone could be moving, relocating to a different state or a different country. And this is someone that wants to, impress you by moving. Like I said, this individual, man or woman, like I said, they're gonna get their karma for something that they have done or what they tried to do, and that's why they're being stopped in their tracks. Something that they have done or tried to do is what led them to bad karma. after them trying to move or relocate or travel. Yeah, this is someone that wants to get the inside scoop of your business. They're all up in your energy, all up in your space, energetically. And this is why they can't be trusted. Literally. They are your impersonator. Yeah, and they hate to see your sign. They hate your sign. You know, your light irritates their demons. Like I said before, I asked them why their demons irritate your light. Yeah, they see you rising, man or woman, stepping into your power. Like I said, you could be a public figure, or you could be known, or you could be surrounded by known individuals. Yeah, they see you rising, but yet they're still holding this grudge against you. And like I said, they probably still holding this grudge from like many lifetimes ago. And you can tell how unhappy they are. That's all it is. So they're doing all of this to fake flex in their face while they're still, holding that grudge. But yet they want to become you. But first they have to fake flex in front of you to do that, But you are already uninterested and phased and impressed by what they're doing, what they try to do. Until someone that wants you to catch a case, or they could have caught a case, but yet they want to become you. And this could be someone that likes to sleep with, a lot of, people. Or they're planning to sleep with a lot of people. And this is someone that tried to give you an offer so that you can sleep with them, but you are uninterested and phased. They hate your light, your magic, your power, whatever that's making you shine brightly. And they can't take it, And this is why their demons, irritate your light. They can't take it. They just can't take it. They can't stand it. I don't know why. And they think that, being materialistic is the only way. It's not. It's not. That's that's not happiness. That's just things that you have earned or worked for. Nothing to be impressed about. Yeah, this came out in reverse, so this person is not sorry. They were never sorry about something. They were never sorry about wanting to be you, to live in your skin, copy you, dress as like. See, this is why half the time I be naked sometimes because I want everybody, copying me. Honestly, literally. I mean, hypothetically speaking. But let's move on. As far as, wardrobe, let's move on. So this individual wants to fake come in with this, apology or sob story, like I said. But this came out in reverse. They're not sorry. They're not going to come in and, you know, like I said, you could be uninterested in this apology. I don't think that they're sorry. But let's see what it is. Maybe they're sorry because they got caught. Yeah. Like I said, this is just secret. Them wanting to be you. Yeah, they're hiding that they want to be you. They're hiding that they want to act like you. They're hiding that they want to dress like you. They're hiding that they want to look like you, copy you. Like I said, this is why I sleep naked. Because I don't want anyone, you know, moving on. And if I do wear clothes, which I do, obviously, it's not going to be the same as the next individual. Like, what the fuck? What do I look like wanting to be like someone else, or just like someone else, or act like someone else? That is not my MO. Like, I have better things to do than wanting to look like somebody, copy them, or just like them. Like what? Like I have my own identity. And this person should have their own identity too. But no, instead, no, they're about to do the opposite. And that's their secret. And they're keeping that a secret. Secretly, this is what they're doing behind the scenes or behind your back. That's it, ain't no secret no more. The cards, you never lie. Yeah, goodbye. It's time to part ways from these fake individual, fake smiles. Like I said, you can see right through that shit. It's time to part ways from them, energetically. Sometimes physically, you know? But energetically, this is how it is. When they're in your energy and you can feel them energetically, trying to become you, look like you. Oh my god, that shit is scary sometimes, yeah. And they try to sabotage you. See, this is why you can't really, allow them to derail you. Like I said, you're in no obligation to tell them, you know? Yeah. Why? Because they try to sabotage you in so many ways. And then on top of that, cyberbully you. And they want to come in with that big ass apology. I don't think so. Yeah, they are deliberately working to undermine your efforts, your abilities, your craft. That's something that you're good at. When they try to stop you from doing those things, no. Not happening. Spirit not letting that happening. They tried though. Or they could have done this in the past. Maybe it worked in the past, but now it's not working anymore. The shit is played out. Done. Yeah, thank you. Impersonator, imposter. I'm not who you think I am. Yeah, they're not who you think they are. And this is why they have to fake flex. This is why they have to show off in front of you. Yeah, they're in a secret. I'll say they're in a secret. They're a secret imposter, lurking, lurking in the shadows, waiting for that opportunity to do the impersonator. Impersonating? Yeah, on themselves. Oh my god. I would say by watching you or studying you. Oh my god, or studying your move, your tactic. That shit is real. You'd be surprised who's doing that. Sometimes it could be someone that you once hung out with, someone that you once knew. It could be a childhood friend, someone that you once grew up with. You'd be surprised who's in your energy. But trying to swoop in your energy to look like you, become you, yeah, they do that. Because you no longer fuck with them, you no longer interacting with them. I mean, you can love them from the distance, but you're not obligated to associate yourself, with individuals who are, past friends, who have been let go of. Because you know what they tried to do, what they, have done in the past. Clear. Yeah, this is someone that can't stand your growth. Or like I said, you could be walking away so that you can continue to grow and work on yourself. And this is why, they're all up in your energy, secretly, trying to do something. Clear. Yeah, they envy your hustle. They envy your grind, your forward movement. This is what they envy. Yeah, they're hiding how envious they are. Secretly. Secret envy. They're hiding how envious they are. See, they don't want you to, they're not going to tell you in your face that they envy you. Or they want to become you, or they want to look like you. They're going to do like minimal shit behind the scene, behind your back, thinking that you won't catch on, thinking that you won't see beyond their delusion. And they could be doing like mirror magic, glamour magic, beauty spells, you know. I always say foggy spell because that's what it is. And this is, this is why I like to, sometimes when my hair is messy, this is why I like to walk over my hair messy sometimes. Because it's like naturally, like, honestly, like, really. And then people think that I'm crazy. No, 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 no. This individual right here is fucking crazy. What they're doing is fucking crazy. Trying to live in someone's skin, oh my god, that's crazy than fucking ever. No, that's some scary shit right there. At first, I didn't believe that shit, but now I believe it. The impersonator, the skinwalkers, that shit is real. Like, you can just feel it energetically that someone wants to become you, look like you, or embody your energy, or embody your essence, or your voice. Sometimes your voice. Shit, this is deeper than AI. This is something that you have been doing since birth. And you want to take that shit. You can't take something that was, planted there since birth. Like, some people don't, get it. When you are a natural, born talent or a gifter, yeah, they can take that shit if they wanted to. It's planted there for a reason. Yeah, their secret envy is going to be exposed. And they would do anything to undermine your success, your hard work, to elevate their own standard. But they haven't done the hard work. So how can they elevate their own standard if they haven't done the work? Like, they want the shortcut way out. And it's like, that's not how it is. That's not how hard work is. Success is given, hard work is earned. There's a difference between the two. And sometimes some people don't see the hard work. They just want the easy way out, and it doesn't work like that. Yeah, you can definitely see what the fuck they try to do. They're not fucking slick. You know exactly who this individual are. You'd be surprised who's stealing your energy after so many years. You'd be surprised. And I'm not surprised either. Like I said, this could be anybody, whether you're a man or woman. This could be someone that you once hang out with. Shit, this could be your own sibling, your own boyfriend, your own girlfriend, your own wife or husband. You'd be surprised who's studying your moves, watching your moves. Oh my god. But like I said, this is deeper. Like I said, they don't have to be a sibling or anything. This could be, like I said, this could be an old friend of yours, an old foe, a childhood friend. You'd be surprised who's stealing your energy after all of these years. That envies your success, your hard work. They want to undermine your efforts. They want to deliberately sabotage you or block you, but they're not going to tell you or show you who they are. They're not going to say that. They're going to, like I said, they're probably going to walk up to your face silently and they're not going to say nothing, but behind your back is some whole other shit. And you'd be surprised. Shit, I'm not even surprised. They're not slick. You can see why they envy, your hard work. They're not fooling anyone but themselves. Yeah, and this is how you're gonna, gain a lot of perspective, a lot of insight, awareness about who this is and what they try to do. In many ways, yeah, they have ill intention. Thank you, Spirit. They have ill intention. and they don't actually care about your well-being, you know. And this is why they do what they do. And guess what? Whatever the fuck they send your way, it's gonna come right back the fuck around. This is why they're facing karma. This is why they are stuck in the position where they are right now. Enough that they get for trying to underestimate you. Like I said, they're gonna travel towards you and do this shit. They could have done this in many ways. Yeah, get this off your chest. And you think that this shit is entertaining. No, this shit is not entertaining at all. This shit is real. And this is someone that finds your life, you know, amusing and your stories comical. But no, this shit is real. At first, I didn't believe it. What impersonator is until I actually, you know, saw videos and movies about that shit. That shit is real. You know, energy transfer is real. You know? Ain't that some shit? They not slick as they thought they were. Let's see what they said. Yeah, thank you. They're not slick as they thought they are. Yeah, this is somebody must have attached themselves onto you. The devil. Why this card had to come out? This is a snake in disguise. Capricorn energy. They been. Is that a spider? So you have spiders and snakes and shit around this individual. What is that? I gotta think about these things. Um, Remind me of that movie. I about to say, they remember me speak. Okay. I was about to say something told me gazillia, but that's not what it is. They are bigger than this. Or dinosaurs. The fuck? Remind me of that movie, Jurassic Park. Okay. Something about Jurassic Park. That's how this energy is. That once you attach themselves or latch onto you, you know, or keep you caged up. I'm gonna pick another one. See what this is. Who is this devil? Like, who is this? Yeah, life choices. Yeah, life choices. Yeah, they're gonna make. I'm gonna say this person gonna make a dumb ass life choice. 1564. Something about walking the path or walking towards the light or walking towards the sun. Mm-mm. I'm gonna see what this is. I'm pick one. Yeah, determination. Yeah, this person is determined to become deliberately. Like they are dedicated doing this shit. Confirmation. Dedicated into attaching themselves. You know, latching themselves onto you because they can't let go. Or something that you have with them that they envy so much. And then they try to sabotage you, block you. What the fuck? They're determined to do this shit. Well, they already had this shit planned out. You'd be surprised what people do when they're desperate. Desperately doing some shit. Oh my god, you'd be surprised. Capricorn. Did I just say Capricorn? This could be a Capricorn. Don't have to be. Or you could be this Capricorn. Or you could be like dealing with a low vibrational Capricorn. Came out twice. So someone could have like double Capricorn in their charts. Man or woman. The fact that Capricorn came out, that told me everything you need to know. This could be a father figure. This could be someone's father that's showing them, you know, better life choices or showing them the way or guiding them to the light. Not even the light, not with this devil. And this is someone that don't want to be in the light. But whoever this father figure is, they are showing them the way. or they're going to be stopping them in their tracks because they are determined to do something. Or this could be someone's father figure. They're doing this to them. Or a father figure. Yeah, this person is crazy. Whoever this is, they're fucking crazy. And this could be someone's father that's fucking crazy. Or you can know who this individual is that's fucking crazy. Yeah, they're in a fake fan group. Yeah, like I said, comic fans. Those comic fans, fake smile. Yeah, they can't stand to see your growth. Or this is someone that is surrounded by a lot of fake fans. And you can't, really trust them. Yeah, like I said, they're gonna come in with that big ass smile. What is this? This card flipped over. Yeah, trickster. Yeah, they're a trickster. They have a trick or motive up their sleeve. Yeah, they're gonna plan to fake smile on your face. All it is. And it's time to get away from them energetically. Move away from them energetically. Yeah. And like I said, remember when I said this card, I'm sorry, came out in reverse? It when it come out, yeah, this person was never sorry. They were never sorry. Yeah, comment baby mama. They flip right out. Yeah, they have daddy issue. Just comment baby mama. Yeah, trying to lure children to kidnap. Moving on. Yeah, mother figure. Like I said, this could be a mother figure, parent figures, father figures, or a comic couple. Yeah, they could be harassing you or sending harassment your way so they can sabotage you or block you. But yet they're being watched by an FBI agent. Yeah, this is someone that's doing root work on you. Or they try to in many ways. Something significant about a farm, Libra, man or woman, Libra. We have Libra and Capricorn. Could be significant. Yeah, this is someone that's talking shit. Oh my god. Let's move on. We have two or more females stalking you or watching you or doing work on you. What about YouTube? Or they could be hiding behind fake pages. Okay, or something's going to be seen on YouTube. Yes, we have Aquarius. So far we have Aquarius, Libra, and Capricorn. It could be either one of these signs into someone that you're dealing with. Yeah, it says you are meant to see angel numbers 33, 33, as I said that. Moving on. Yeah, like I said, they could have hired a hitman. They could have hired a hit on you. You'd be surprised who's doing this shit behind the scenes. And like I said, they got caught by an FBI agent. And they were being watched by an FBI agent all along. Right under their nose. See, remember when I said that how some undercover can dress in disguise? You might think that, they were like uniforms. Sometimes they could be construction workers. You think they're construction workers, but in reality, they can be undercover agents. You never know. Who knows? See, and this is why people be attacking, the wrong individual, that's not even attacking them. Like I say, these same individuals that hire, these people to cyberbully you, to trick you, to become you, to look like you, whatever, or to take you out, whatever. They don't realize who's watching them in disguise. Literally. Like, literally. Big word. Literally. Something significant about TikTok. Something going to be seen on TikTok. This person up behind your back on top of their ex fantasy. And this is what this individual is worried about. They're not worried about the bigger picture. You see how it went from, trying to take me off topic, it went from they tried to lower children, they kidnapped from this person went behind the back of the ex-friend. Like, the story is, whoever this is that type of individual that thinks that you're sleeping with someone that you think, they think that you are sleeping with someone that they think that you want and want to be with. And that's what's so funny about it. And this is why you're uninterested. You're like, they're not fooling you. They're fooling themselves by thinking that you want someone or want to be with someone that they slut with or adult with, you know? That shit is played out. Old fucking news. Like, who's still doing that shit? Sleeping behind someone. Talking behind someone. Like, who's still doing that shit? We're not in fucking in the 90s. We're not in the 80s. We're not in 2000, early 2000. That shit is played out. People still doing that shit. Leaving behind other people. Still doing that shit. We're in 2025. Like, move the fuck on. And this what these, impersonators, these copycats don't get. You're not living in that lifestyle. They think you are, but you're not. Honestly, from my perspective, especially if there's, I'm gonna be honest, especially if their dick is not that big enough for me to, because I'm like literally unimpressed. Like, it doesn't turn me on. Like, you can't turn me on by a little fucking shrimp. If I'm not turned on, take the fuck away. You know? Like, you and that when I'm turned on. Literally. Literally. But let's move on. I'm not gonna get too much into that, but let's move on. And that's what they don't like. You know who this person is. Confirmation. You know who this is. Like, I'm not impressed by a fucking shrimp. Like, leave me the fuck alone. Shit. Give me something more big alone. Maybe I'll be impressed. Shit. Let's move on. So we have CIA agents. So we have CIA agent and FBI agent could be significant. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, it says if any member is in on plot and setup, like I said, someone knows the ins and out of something. Like I said, someone have done their homework, or they're doing their homework, or their research, or they're good at what they're doing, or what they do. Something about the Netflix series You, that could be significant for somebody. Like, someone could be very obsessed with watching you, studying you. Oh my god, taking notes on you. Moving on, this shit is not funny. Yeah, so they can sacrifice you, or they saw you as a sacrifice, or they try to use you as a sacrifice. Not happening. This is someone that's tried to sacrifice your energy. Or they could have done this in the past, so they can become you and take your spot, or live in your skin. Yeah, and this is why your gift scares them. Because you can see what they're doing. And they're a fucking leech. They're a leech off your fucking energy. Yes, fallen angels. That's what the fuck they are. Didn't I just mention childhood friend? I mentioned that. Childhood friend. This could be a childhood friend, someone that you once called a friend, or you grew up with. Yeah, you are safe from this individual. You are safe from their attack. You are safe from them and what they try to do. Your health matters, not them. And remember when I say they don't actually care about your well-being? Yeah. Yeah. And I say that your fucking health matters. Fuck what they say. Fuck their, ill intentions. Fuck them being a fucking leech because you know they're a fucking leech. Where's that card at? Yeah, I say that your health matters. This is them. I don't actually care about your well-being. Yeah, this is their energy, and they're hiding their true intention. You know what the fuck they're doing, and I'm telling you that your fucking health matters. They're just mad because you're so focused on your well-being, your health, and they just want to fuck it up or keep it off balance. And this is why your gift fears them. Well, they should be doing fuck shit like this behind the scenes, and now you know what they tried to do, and now you know who this is. Moving on. Moving on. Let's see what this is. Someone could be growling, mad, barking at the wrong tree, barking up the wrong tree. Yeah, growling. Yeah, like I said, protect yourself. You're gonna do some protection spells, or you must protect yourself from this energy. Either hiding behind that mask. Moving on. Yeah, this is someone that is secretly jealous and hating on your romantic relationship. Don't have to be romantic, but this could be someone that is secretly jealous, of your hard work or of the connection or the love. You know? Yeah, they are. Envy wouldn't come out. They're not fooling anyone but themselves. Yeah, they tried to block your heart chakra, but that's it is blocked. Their heart chakra is being blocked from you energetically. Yeah, they're the ones that have problem with balance, beauty, compassion, empathy, healing, love. They don't want none of that shit because if they did, they wouldn't be doing all of this behind the scenes for a reaction. Like I said, something about them is just very toxic. Or they want you to overindulge so they can do what they can to you know in many ways. Hmm. It says wherever you go and whatever you do, be in love. Strong feelings inspired. Don't settle for less. Yeah, this person, whoever they say, they're just mad because they're the ones that's settling for less. Or you could have settled for less. And now they're mad at you because you chose to be free. Or you choose not to settle for less. And like I said, their plan, their setup, their chop is not going to work. It's not. So they might as well just sit the fuck down and find something to do with their life. Or better yet, go do something with their fucking life. Or creative. Something. They might as well because this shit ain't working. It ain't working, partner. It ain't working. It's not. Yeah, clarity and chaos. Yeah, this is what they thrive off of. It says in chaos, your intuition brings clarity. Trust it. Believe it. You can see what they're doing. Chakra alignment. It says balance your energy centers to enhance intuitive perception. Or someone's perception of you, they just, they see it differently. And you see it differently. Either way, you can see through that shit. Exactly. Seeing beyond it. Seeing beyond that, open door. It says look beyond the obvious. Trust your intuition to reveal deeper insight. You know who this is that tries to block your, chakras. Or keep you unaligned. I don't know why I'm taking the rainbows, but let's move on. Someone could like Skittles. I'm not a fan of Skittles, but moving on. Someone could be eating a pack of Skittles right now. Moving on. Here we have ancient knowledge. We have tap into your wisdom of ancient. The knowledge guides you now. Something about the book of life. Yeah, energetic sensitivity. Your sensitivity to energy is your intuitive gift. Embrace it. Highly sensitive individuals, we can see beyond. They can see beyond. That's all. Yeah, this is about your new life. Or you could be entering your new life. Or this is someone that is jealous of your new life. Of the new connection. Number 4. Number 4 could be significant. And this is how you transmute the snake. Energetically. Yeah, while they're surrounded by a lot of snakes, or you could be surrounded by a lot of snakes, you know? This is someone that wants to, whoop themselves onto you, you know? And you can just transmute that shit. 444, I said that. 44 could be significant. It's just some past life shit. They're still stuck with some past life shit. 14. They're living in the past life as usual. As usual. These are past life energies. Something about time. That's it. Time and message. So time will reveal the message. Time will reveal the truth. Expose the truth. Which is what? Their jealousy. You don't gotta tell me twice. Time will reveal their jealousy. Yeah, because they see you are a healer. Or you could be healing 32. So we have 41, 23. So we have time, jealousy. Yeah, time will reveal how jealous they are. Time will reveal the truth. 25. And trust in that. Trust in the timing of the truth. By exposing their fucking lies. Or not even their jealousy. You can just see it. You can just smell it. Miles away. Time will tell how jealous they are. It's clear as day. Time. Come out 3 times for no reason. Envy, jealousy, like, it's clear as day. Like I said, it's not something that you give them. It's something that they want from you, that you already have within. Like, they just need to give it the fuck up. Literally. And go find their own fucking happy place. But until then, they don't want to do that shit. Let them, figure it out on their own. Yeah, no obligation to show them. They must show themselves. They must. Oh my god. Like I said, the truth is gonna reveal itself. No need to trip or worry about it. They're gonna get theirs. They're not fooling anyone but themselves, so they might as well just give it up. And yeah, and this is why, your gift feels them. See, people be thinking that you're just asleep in the matrix. Nah, you see everything. You see the distraction, you know, all of it. And like I said, and whoever that they hired, they're fucking dummies too. Like I said, this individual probably could have hired someone that's undercover, not knowing that they are undercover. I mentioned this before many times. Like some people, they be hiring all of the, hitmen. And that same hitman that they hired usually be undercover feds. Usually. That's how asleep they are. Some people, because clearly they don't get the full picture. And yeah, they would do anything to lure children to kidnap. Yeah, I don't think I don't forget that. They would do anything. Okay, they're not fooling me. I'm not gonna play this game with you. Leave the children alone. But hey, that's part of the game, right? Moving on. Some of these people, they don't care. They don't give two flying fucks. Yes, trust your path. No matter the obstacles, follow your intuition. It will lead the way. Not fall off that cliff though. But let's move on. And this is someone that wants you to fall off the cliff so bad. And it has marriage. Talk about marriage. And that's the first card that came out. It says marriage is a blend of love, trust, and responsibility. And duty. But let's move on. Every marriage is different. Every relationship is different. You know? Moving on. Yeah, something brings healing to someone's life. And this could be about healing something. And to someone that is healing from a marriage or they're healing regardless. Yeah, sturdy, yes. This is someone that rather keep it sturdy. It says I said foundation. A strong foundation is the key to success. Duh. To someone that's keeping something sturdy or balanced. It ain't mess. Something that's gonna bring you, deep joy. So the potential ahead is greater than you think. Infinite possibilities. It may bring you deep joy. Someone's gonna be feeling joyous. My eyebrows started itching. What the fuck? It says forgive and release. I'm not forgiving anyone that expects me to feel sorry for them. Not even that. Better yet, that did all of this shit behind the scenes, and they expect me to feel. They expect me, to fall for their, sob story. Yeah, I'll forgive you, but I will never forget. But that, yeah, I'm gonna forgive and release, but mm-mm, I'm not accepting any apologies, any fake ass sob stories, any fake ass, anything that I know that what they try to do, if I'm trying to harm, no, you can't come back from that. No, because you are stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. No, this is no anger. This is rage. We get anger. This is rage, literally. And then sometimes it don't have to be like that. It shouldn't be like that. This is deeper than rage itself. This, like, what was your motive? Like, you planned this from the start. And this is why I don't trust that, fake smile shit. Like, show me who you really are so I can know. All of that, fake smile, but in reality, behind the scenes, who they really are, I don't know. That shit is scary. Like, you can be around people smiling, cheerful, and then they be so quiet with it. Like, how the fuck are you so quiet with it knowing you're a fucking murderer? But not even that. Like I said before, murderers don't have looks. A 2-year-old could be a murderer. A 5-year-old can be a murderer. They don't have no looks. And I didn't mention that before. So, that is no excuse. But I'm seeing right here, this is someone that is mentally disturbed. But they could have felt mentally disturbed in the past. Uh-uh. This doesn't seem like the vibes are literally off. When it once was off. Until that light bulb, hit. The shit is just wild to me. Like, I don't know if I'm still like in shock or I'm just, you know, I don't know, or I'm just experiencing this in my rage within. Like, I don't know. I just can't tell. Like, with my energy, you never know. You never know. Moving on. Moving on. I'm gonna get into more details. We have action speaks louder than words. It said if you want to know what someone is feeling, watch what they are doing. Yes, action speaks louder than words. I'm not gonna say too much on that. Let's move on. Because I know the angels are smiling down. Because the thing that I want to say, but let's move on. I'm gonna let God handle them. But until then, yes, action speaks louder than words. This is why sometimes you have to be careful about it. Sometimes you have to be careful. Who you date, who you marry, who you have surgery with. Sometimes, the shit that I have seen, like, I don't know what it is. Like, honestly, I've seen a lot of, domestic violence videos on TikTok. And I keep being referred to. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, stop showing me this shit. And then the more I see it, the more I repost it. And it's like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I'm just sick of seeing it, on my TikTok, timeline. I said timeline. I said timeline. Someone could be timeline. It's so real. But it's sad at the same time. Like, what the fuck is that? Then we have true love. It says, this is the romance of a lifetime. True and lasting love is here for you. And that's what's healing. And that's probably what's bothering someone. And like I said, not every relationship, not every partner, not every lover is like that. I know sometimes it could be hard to be trusting. Sometimes I know sometimes it's hard to be, trusting. Yeah, yeah. Some lovers, some spouse, some, you know, some boyfriend, girlfriend. Yeah, they hide confirmation. They hide behind that, demonic or that evil, malicious mask in the beginning. It's like, no, show me who you really are in the beginning. Show me that same you from the start. From the first day I meet you. Show me that you. Why you have to show me after? No, show me that you, that real you, the day I meet you. And that's when I will decide if I, want to deal with you or not. You know? But no, sometimes some people show their true colors at the end till you realize it's too late. But like I said before, this is a true story. If someone tells you, even the mom, even the father, even anybody that and you're still stubborn to go after that person or chase after that person, if someone tells you to leave someone alone or stay away from someone, believe it. Don't ignore the red flags. Believe it the first time. The shit is real. Because sometimes some people overlook the red flags early on, and it's like, no, that's a warning. That's a message. If someone tell you to leave someone alone from the start, that's your sign to run away from the hills. Even if they even if this person, mama or dad or whoever, if they tell you that this person is unstable, they're not right in the head, mentally, emotionally, that's your sign right there to get away from them. To run far as you can, to save yourself, to save a life. But sometimes some people miss out on the red flag. Sometimes. So we have February could be significant. We have better than 4 years, so February 4th could be significant. And we have in winter, so something about winter, or someone's name could be winter. So October 4th could be significant. Yeah, at noon, something can happen at noon or in the afternoon. 4 p.m. could be significant. On Tuesday. Okay. February 8th could be significant. February 5th could be significant. October 5th, October 8th could be significant. Okay, I bet February 28th could be significant. Confirmation. February 28th. That could be significant. Okay, moving on. So regardless of, who this is, keep your eyes open and aware, because action does speak louder than words. Look beyond the obvious.